Welcome to the Old Time Radio Westerns. I'm your host, Andrew Rhines, and I'm excited to bring you another episode absolutely free. This is one of over 80 episodes released monthly for your enjoyment. Now, let's get into this episode.
The breakfast cereal shot from guns present Sergeant Preston of the Yukon. It's Yukon King, swiftest and strongest lead dog of the Northwest, blazing the trail for Sergeant Preston of the Northwest Mounted Police in his relentless pursuit of lawbreakers.
On, King! On, you husky!
Gold discovered in the Yukon. A stampede to the Klondike in the wild race for riches. Back to the days of the gold rush, with Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice, bringing you the adventures of Sergeant Preston and his wonder dog, Yukon King, as they meet the challenge of the Yukon.
There's no one that can make a better cereal than Quaker puffed rice. It's nice. And when you hear that shootin', you're darn tootin' that Quaker makes the ones shot from guns.
So why not start the new year off with a bang? For breakfast every morning, enjoy the ones shot from guns. Yes, both Quaker puffed rice and Quaker puffed wheat are actually exploded up to 8 times normal size. These giant ready-to-serve grains of wheat and rice are puffed to perfection, bigger and better tasting. A deluxe treat with milk or cream and your favorite fruit. So tomorrow, reach for the big red and blue package of delicious Quaker puffed wheat or Quaker puffed rice. Sergeant Preston, with King at his side, escorted Clyde Gruver to the boat. Gruver, red-haired and shifty-eyed, was being expelled from the Yukon Territory as an undesirable. And as they came to a halt at the gangplank, Preston spoke to him.
Friend, you're lucky to be getting away from here alive. We sent better men than you to the gallows in this territory.
Hey, that's a laugh. You accuse me of stealing on the trail and doing all kinds of things. But none of you redcoats can prove it.
That's because you were too smart, Red, criminally smart.
Well, I'm glad you admit it.
It's not a compliment I've given you. I don't know what you intend to do once you get back into Alaskan territory. Something criminal, no doubt, so do you know.
You...
Steady, King. Easy, boy.
Keep that dog away from me, huh?
He's just trying to hurry your departure, Red. He knows instinctively what kind of man you are.
Hey, you! You coming aboard or not?
Get going, Red.
Yeah, I'm coming. Wait for me.
I don't blame you for growling, King. He's a bad one. This is the last boat that will go up or down the Yukon until spring, so we'll not have to worry about Red Gruver anymore.
Sergeant Preston was wrong. The boat Red Gruver had boarded was headed for the Alaskan seaport of St. Michael. But Gruver went ashore at the first port on the other side of the border in American territory. There, in Circle City, he went to a hotel, and then to the roistering Gold Border Cafe. It was there, drinking alone, that he heard a long-forgotten voice behind him.
Red Gruver, my friend, what a surprise to see you. Turn around, let me look.
Doggone. Nikolov, of all people.
Yes, Red. Konstantin Nikolov. Enemy of the Tsar, enemy of the rich, and friend of the no good like you, my dear Red.
Hey, I don't like that remark about me being no good, Nikolov.
You don't? All right, you don't. Who cares? Not Konstantin Nikolov. But I'm going to buy you a drink no matter what you don't like. Barkeep, my friend. A big, long drink for a man I have not seen for a long, long time.
Coming right up.
We'll be sitting at a corner table, my friend and I. Send it over there. Come and sit down with me,
Seated alone at a corner table, Konstantin Nikolov smiled as he spoke to Red Gruver.
So you too have been barred from the Yukon territory, huh? You did a good job on Siwash Pete when you killed him, Red.
And who said I killed him?
The Northwest Mounted said it, didn't they?
They didn't prove it.
Because you are smart, Red. They expelled you from the territory, though.
I'll get back in real soon. That's why I got off the boat here.
But why do you want to go back now, Red? Already the winter has come. Soon the snows will cover the creeks.
I want to go to the mountains by Dominion Creek.
There. But there has been no strike there, Red. Or do you know something that I don't know?
Now, look, maybe I might need help on this.
If you want to find a secret pass into the territory from here, I am the one person who can take you to it. It is the way I come and go. I have been barred from the Yukon for 3 years now. They haven't found me there yet. But that's where I usually am.
Yes, I know that. Could you get me to Dominion Creek in a hurry and then into the mountains?
I'm not sure I'd be interested in taking you. But I could in the shortest possible time, too. I do not like this weather, though, Red. Why would you want to make such a journey at this time of the year?
Because a party of 3 men up there have made a gold strike. A big strike, Nikolov. And nobody knows about it except me.
And now I do. But how did you learn of it, Red?
From Siwash Pete. He came across him. They didn't go into the Klondike in the regular way. And the Mounties at Dawson don't even know about them.
How did they come? By the back door?
Yeah. From East Canada across the Mackenzie. The mountains were as far as they got, and they struck gold. They're staying there as long as they can to pen out a lot of dust before bringing it into Dawson.
Siwash Pete told you this?
Yeah. He tried to keep it a secret, but I got it out of him. Then I saw the dust and nuggets he got from there.
Oh, now I see. That is why you killed him.
Who said I... Well, anyway, they didn't prove it.
No. And so that is why you are here, huh? Red, you think this gold you saw is worth trying for?
Look, the gold Pete had was better than the stuff from El Dorado or Bonanza. I know.
You're not sure where they are exactly, huh?
Not exactly, but we'll find them. You want to help me take them over? I'll cut you in for half.
You mean that now, Red? For half? I would not like to think that you would, not live up to a bargain.
Wait. Just trust me. You'll get your share.
I will not trust you, Red. But I will go with you. And I will get my share.
It took an entire day for Clyde Red Gruver and Konstantin Nikolov to prepare for their journey. Then, as they took off for the secret pass that would take them into the Yukon territory, the first heavy snow of the winter started.
Snow like this so early. This is a fine hunt you do.
Hush!
And at that moment, in the mountains above Dominion Creek, the 3 men who had found gold there were worried. Their provisions had been low when, by sheerest accident, they found signs of gold in the mountains over which they were traveling. They had come to the Klondike by the so-called backdoor route from East Canada, and their destination had been many hundred miles beyond the spot where they had come upon the fortune in gold. Now, the early snowfall brought an unexpected crisis. Henry Jarvis, leader of the trio, bespoke the mind of the others.
Yeah, we've made a bad mistake, I'm afraid. We should have left for Dawson when that Indian Siwash Pete told us to go.
Of course. You're sure right.
His 2 companions, young but serious Sidney Macon and the raw-boned American ex-cowboy Tex White, nodded their heads in agreement. Macon spoke first.
We should have realized he knew more about the weather than we did.
Jumping cow, we didn't even know about the country. If we hadn't have picked up Siwash on the trail, we might have been up to North Pole by now.
Yeah, we must get out of here in a hurry. How are we going to go, Jarvis? When we started out from Edmonton, it was spring. We've come all this way by foot and canoe. What we need now are dogs and a sled. And we'll have them soon. Siwash said he'd return with them once he got to Dawson.
Yeah, he said. Saying and doing are 2 different things.
Siwash seemed to be reliable.
Yeah. But you gave him gold to get the dogs, the sled, and provisions more than 5 weeks ago. He said he'd be back in 3 or 4.
It does begin to look as if he's not going to return, Jarvis.
Well, at any rate, he's not here. But we are. Rich in gold and poor in everything else.
That's a good way of putting it, all right. We haven't enough chow to last us for more than a couple of days. We're not sure which is the shortest way to Dawson, and even if we did know, we couldn't walk it.
Before we do anything else, we'd better try and set ourselves up where the wind and snow can't get at us too easily.
Yeah, there's that spot up in the rocks where we put our food and gold. It's not a cave exactly, but it's not out in the open either.
Yeah, and then what do? Sit there till the snow blows in on us and freezes us?
Tex, there's no sense being bitter about this. There must be
Hush
someone...
up a minute, Sid. Look where I'm pointing. You see? You see, Jarvis?
Yes. It's a man.
It certainly is. But he's alone, without dogs or sled.
He sees us. He's coming this way.
Hello there! Hello there!
No answer. Must be saving his breath, you know.
Now I see how he's moving. Those are snowshoes he's wearing.
First time I ever saw them in use.
Hi there! Hi!
The figure Henry Jarvis hailed finally emerged in detail out of the falling snowflakes. And then they saw, when he was upon them, that the man was an Indian. His manner was friendly, however, and Jarvis tried to speak to him.
Do you speak English? English. You speak?
Speak. You got grub?
He speaks all right. He wants something to eat right away. Them Injuns are all the same. Next thing he'll ask for is gold.
You got gold?
You see?
I'll talk to him, Tex. You. What's your name?
Me? Me name Catayo.
Catayo? Catayo, we need help. You understand? Got gold, no got grub. Understand? Not too much grub.
No grub? Too bad, no grub.
Ask him about dogs and a sled.
I was going to. Catayo, you got dogs and sled?
No got. You got grub?
We just told you we didn't have any. Much.
Now, please, Tex. Now, look, Catayo, we have little bit of grub. Oh, here. Here is pemmican. For you. You eat.
Jarvis took a piece of pemmican from a pouch and handed it to the Indian. Catayo eyed it greedily and began to munch on the hard roll of meat fat and raisins.
Look at him. The way he's chawing, he'll eat his hand with it.
You eat. You take gold. Here.
You crazy, giving him a nugget like that?
It's small. I think he'll understand us better now. Here. Here's the gold.
Gold, good.
You tell us now. You get us dogs, huskies someplace. You have village near here?
Village? You not got huskies?
That's right. No got dog. Huskies. You get dogs and sled?
Me get.
Perhaps he's beginning to understand.
Oh, I hope so. Catayo, listen. You get sled and huskies. You bring them here. We give gold. We get grub, give to you. You get for us, we give to you. Understand?
Catayo turned suddenly and started away. The 3 men watched him disappear into the increasing snowstorm.
He's gone.
Well, let's not stand here and freeze to death. We'll put up some sort of shelter under the ledge where we have our packs.
We'll continue our adventure in just a moment. Well, fellas and girls, we've rung in the new year, and now...
Yep, here I am.
Great Scott. Where did you come from?
Well, I've been here for some hours now.
Why, you're a baby. Gosh, you haven't got any clothes on. That is, hardly. I mean, except for that big ribbon you're wearing.
See what it says on it?
I sure do. It says 1952.
That's right. That's who I am.
Oh, so you're the new baby New Year.
Right, and I was just checking up.
Oh?
On New Year's resolutions. Made any?
Me? Oh, you bet. I was about to tell all the fellas and girls about a resolution everyone ought to make.
What's that?
It's to eat a good, nourishing breakfast every morning the year round.
That's a swell idea.
And so easy to keep, too. Especially if you include big heaping bowlfuls of swell-tasting Quaker popped wheat or Quaker popped rice with milk or cream and topped with fruit.
Sounds good.
Oh, it is. Quaker popped wheat and Quaker popped rice are shot from guns to make 'em crisp and tender. Yes, these king-size premium grains are actually exploded up to 8 times normal size to make 'em bigger and better tasting. And what's more important, too, Both delicious kinds furnish added food values of restored natural grain amounts of vitamin B1, niacin, and iron.
You mean they're good for you?
You bet. And for variety, you can eat Quaker puffed wheat one day, Quaker puffed rice the next.
Boy, I can hardly wait. 1952 is going to see me trying them.
And fellas and girls, don't you be missing out. In 1952, eat Quaker puffed rice and Quaker puffed wheat. The ready-to-serve breakfast cereal shot from guns. Ask Mom to start the new year off with a breakfast treat that can't be beat. Get next to those big red and blue packages of Quaker puffed rice and Quaker puffed wheat. Now to continue. With the first snowstorm of the season definitely arrived, Sergeant Preston set out for Dawson. His mission was to check on the Indians and to see if there were any stragglers along the Mackenzie.
On king! On, you huskies! Hush!
2 days later, Sergeant Preston and his team arrived at the spot where Chief Amtala and his tribe had camped for the summer. The Indians had packed their sleds and harnessed the dogs, but animals and vehicles seemed ready to head north instead of south, where the Indians usually went after the first heavy snows. Preston, surprised, spoke to the chief.
Well, where are you going, Chief? We're expecting you to stay in Telegraph City.
No. Chichaco need grub. No got sled. No got dogs. We give for gold. They got gold.
What Chichacos? Where are they? Who told you about them?
Katayo. Him tell. Him see. Him meet. Malaf.
Wait a second. Talk to me in your own language. I'll understand you better that way. Go ahead.
Katayo had received the gist of what Peter Jarvis had told him, and on his arrival in camp that morning had related the incident and the request to Chief Amtala. The chief gave all details to Preston and ended in English.
We take grub. Dogs there now.
Good for you, Chief. Lucky for them, Katayo came along. I can't figure who they might be. We never checked them out of Dawson, I'm sure of that.
Them two day from here. You come?
Yes, I'm going with you. Let's hope they're still alive and that the storm hasn't got them. Back to the team, King. We're starting off again.
A few minutes later, the Indians on sleds and snowshoes started off with Sergeant Preston and King. Katayo led the way.
On king! On, you huskies!
2 days passed. The snow had stopped, but the cold was bitter. Henry Jarvis had walked away from the place in the rocks where Sidney Macon and Tex White sat huddled together. He trudged to a rise in the land and peered into the distance. Expecting to see nothing, his heart leaped as he saw 2 sleds and dogs in the distance. Forgetting the sub-zero weather, he took off his parka and began to wave it and yell.
Hey, help! Help! This way! Help! This way! Help!
The 2 sleds were driven by Red Gruver and his crooked Russian companion, Konstantin Nikolov. They heard the shouts.
Hey, Nikolov, look, up on the hill. Somebody calling us.
Well, now, could this be? Just when I was beginning to give up.
They could be the ones we're looking for. We passed them in your creek.
Let us find out.
Yeah. And we handle it like we planned, eh? Come on, you mutts. Get moving.
March!
Gruver and Nikolov reached Jarvis, Macon, and White. Immediately, Gruver learned what he wanted to know.
You fellas send Siwash Pete to Dawson?
Why, yes. You hear that, men?
I say now, he really did carry on for us, didn't he? We thought he let us down. It's been so long since he left, you know.
You men were sent by Siwash Pete to take us to Dawson, huh?
We are here to take you, all right.
Do you have food, too? We've been eating pemmican these past 4 days. Haven't much of that either.
Well, yeah, we have food. Hey, where's all your stuff? We'd better get it packed as soon as possible.
The stuff's over here under the canvas.
All right, let us have a look at it.
Well, let's eat first. Leave it there for now.
Yeah, we have time. Well, come on, break out the food.
Biding their time in order to avoid raising the trio's suspicion, Red Gruver and Konstantin Nikolov shared part of their food with the prospectors. When they had finished eating, the men prepared to leave. Jarvis pulled back the canvas, exposing the few tools they possessed and 2 pouches of gold.
So here's some of the gold you got, huh?
Oh, yes, there's gold there.
Yeah, but not much gold.
You must accept it as a present from us.
We put it aside to pay whoever might come and save us from this spot we find ourselves in.
Well, where's the rest of the gold? Siwash Pete said you found another bonanza around here, only better.
You hear that? Them Indians, you can't trust them to keep a secret.
It doesn't matter, Tex. Pete sent these gentlemen to us, and that's all that matters.
You think so? Where is the rest of your gold?
Oh, we've hidden it.
Huh?
Oh, yes. Buried it in a spot not too far from here. Siwash Pete knows this part of the territory. He helped us stake our claims, and he showed us where to hide our gold, just in case anything might arise.
He said there were quite a few gold thieves on the trail up in these parts.
So he advised us to keep out only a few pounds of pure dust and nuggets.
Only a few pounds. You hear that, Nicola?
That's the amount in the bag there. We have enough on us to keep us in Dawson till spring. After we've filed, we're completely protected. We'll have men to guard us when we return in the spring to take out the gold that we've mined. We'll also have equipment to get to work.
Yes, of course. But where are these claims of yours? Here, where we are standing?
No. As a matter of fact...
Hold it, Sid. Never mind telling him.
Huh?
You heard what I said, mister. Nice of you to come up here and take us away like this, but that's all you came to do. Now, we'll pay
Tex,
you...
You're not being very gentlemanly to our friend.
I don't want to be a gentleman. I want to be careful. I never trusted Indians or anyone else that didn't speak English right out straight.
Look, you insult me when you say that.
Insult? Maybe I have. I didn't mean it that way.
Let's
but
cut it
you...
right now.
What gun?
Stand over there, the 3 of you.
You're pointing your gun at us.
I say now.
What are you trying to do with that cap pistol? Give that to me!
Watch out, Tex.
Swine!
Nice shot, Nicola. You didn't notice your gun.
Oh, what's this all about?
Stand back like I said, both of you.
Is Tex dead?
No. I did not shoot to kill. Where have you hidden the gold?
We'll not tell you. And it'll do you no good to threaten. It's in a spot far enough away, and it's hidden by the snow.
Not gonna tell us, huh?
You wouldn't murder us in cold blood.
No. Too bad Siwash Pete's not around to tell you how wrong you are.
What? You killed him?
Yes. And I'll kill you, too, and your Texas drawling partner if you don't talk fast.
All the gold in the world's not worth our lives.
Red, listen.
Dogs. Coming this way, are they?
Let me see. Yes, Red. See. Coming this way fast. Dogs, sleds, everything.
Yes, I see.
Give me that gun.
Oh, no. Back up again. None of that.
Look at the number of men coming.
Right, Red. Many of them.
They look like Indians.
They are. So you see, Joe,
All right,
you're not...
sit down. Sit down on the ground there.
What?
You heard me, you too. I swear I'll shoot if you don't.
This is crazy, Red. We must
Say,
fight.
Nikolov, stand beside me. I know how to handle Indians. And here they come.
Come, Siwash friends. Need your help.
Gruver, holding his gun pointed at the 2 men, Jarvis and Macon, stepped over the unconscious Tex White and spoke to Catayo, the 3 Indians in snowshoes who approached first.
Hey, what matter?
Help us, friends. Robbers. Robbers take gold. We catch 'em. Help us.
Yes, we had to shoot one.
You shoot men who give grub?
What do you mean? Who?
The 2 gun-wielding crooks, trying to play the roles of hold-up victims, paid no attention to the figure in the parka among the crowd of Indians who now came on the scene from the sleds.
What the...
Gruver stopped, and his eyes opened wide as he saw King heading for him. He recalled vividly the dog who had been with Sergeant Preston at the Dawson dockside. He reached for his gun.
Nikolov, I know that dog. That mud must belong to... Hey!
Watch your back. My arm. He knocked the gun from my head.
Sergeant Preston saw. I have a gun pointed at you. I will enjoy killing you.
You kill nobody.
No! My leg!
Tex White, regaining consciousness, had rolled over before Nikolov could shoot and grabbed the Russian's leg. At the same moment, Sergeant Preston rushed, grabbed the Russian's gun hand, and pushing it back.
Nikolov, I'll enjoy getting you. First for this, and another.
Get Gruver.
As Preston's hammer-like blows sent the Russian to the ground, Jarvis and Macon suddenly went into action and rushed at Red Gruver. King was still clinging to the crook's right arm. But as the 2 men took over, the dog released his grip and ran to where his master was putting handcuffs on Nikolov.
Nice work, King.
Red Gruver wrenched away and bent to the ground for his gun.
He'll shoot. He had his gun.
Get pressure. Dirty butt.
King suddenly leaped through the air, sent the redhead off balance. As he sought to regain his feet, the gun still in his hand, Tex White, rising, swung his good arm.
This is for shooting me, feller.
I'll take that gun, Gruver.
All right.
Come here, Tex. I'll bandage your wound.
I'll tie these two cooks together. Come here, Nicholas.
I knew I would meet you, Preston. I would have stayed in Alaska.
Your pal Red will say the same thing.
Sergeant, he shot Tex. He also killed a friend of ours, Siwash Pete.
You dirty blabbermouth.
That's enough from you, Red. I'll handcuff you to Nicholas.
You, Red, and your new bonanza.
It's a bonanza for me if what this man said is right. Mister, did you say Red killed Siwash Pete?
Yes. He told us about it and said he'd kill us in cold blood. If we didn't tell him where our gold was...
He told the story of finding a new gold center and all that followed. He ended...
And he was about to kill us if we didn't say where we'd hidden our gold.
Where did you hide it?
In the ground here, Sergeant, right where we're standing.
Oh?
The ledge where we're camped is the landmark. The snow is over the spot where
We have enough Indians here to thaw the ground and dig it up. You'll probably feel safer once it's banked and once your claims are filed.
Oh, you're right, Sergeant. You know, it's different here now with you and Catayo and King.
It'll be different in Dawson, too. Headquarters suspected Gruver had killed Siwash Pete, but weren't able to prove it. Now, aided by your testimony, we'll be able to convict him and say this case is closed.
Well, sir, fellas and girls, this is the first day of a new year. And right here is someone who wants to say something to each and every one of you. Here is Sergeant Preston himself. And guess who is right at his heels?
Yes, fellows and girls, King's right here, too. We want to wish you a happy new year. May the coming year be the finest, the happiest ever for you and your family. How about it, King? And that's King's way of saying for the both of us, Happy New Year.
And Sergeant Preston, that greeting gets an encore from me, from all of us here, and from the Quaker Oats Company, makers of Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice. Yes, from all of us, a Happy New Year to all of you. In our next adventure, Scar Gabriel is traveling with Jackie Sand, a 12-year-old boy who doesn't know that Scar is wanted for robbery. Before Sergeant Preston reaches the outlaw, Jackie learns the truth. To keep his freedom, Scar decides that Jackie must die. Be sure to hear this next exciting adventure. These radio dramas, a feature of Sergeant Preston of the Yukon Incorporated, are created by George W. Trendle, produced by Trendle Campbell Enterprises, directed by Fred Flowerday, and edited by Fran Stryker. The part of Sergeant Preston is played by Paul Sutton. Sergeant Preston of the Yukon is brought to you every Tuesday and Thursday at this same time by Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, the breakfast cereal shot from guns.
Hello, folks. This is your friend, Aunt Jemima. Most of you know my Aunt Jemima pancake mix makes the lightest pancakes ever. But did you know it makes wonderful waffles, too? Yes, for crisp, golden, feather-light waffles. Just follow the easy waffle directions on the back of my Aunt Jemima pancake mix package. And quick as a flash, you'll bake waffles folks rave over, like my song says. What do most folks love to eat? Waffles, waffles. What kind are the biggest treat? Aunt Jemima's are. Aunt Jemima waffles, golden, tender, light. Easy to fix with my pancake mix. Have some this very night. Thank you, folks.
Listen tomorrow at this same time to The Green Hornet, brought to you by the drink that makes you feel fresh again, Delicious Orange Crush. This is J. Michael wishing you goodbye, good luck, and good health from Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice. So long. It's Happy New Year from Happy New Stars over the Mutual Broadcasting System.
This has been a presentation of OTRWesterns.com, and we hope you enjoyed. Please take some time to like and rate this episode within your favorite podcast application. Follow us on Facebook by going to OTRWesterns.com/Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel by going to OTRWesterns.com/YouTube. Become one of our ranch hands and unlock some exclusive content. We want to thank our most recent ranch hands, Steve, Technogod, and Craig, who joined us recently. You too can join by going to OTRWesterns.com/donate. Send us an email, podcast@OTRWesterns.com, and you can call and leave us a voicemail, 707-986-8739. This episode is copyrighted under the attribution non-commercial share-alike copyright. For more information, go to OTRWesterns.com/copyright. Have a great day, and thanks for listening.